All right, everybody, the timer has started. We have the gloriousness that is the Planet of Oob. All right, everybody knows how it goes. We are going to roll a 1d4. We weren't missing anybody last game, were we? I believe everybody was
I'm
part
pretty
of it.
sure we were not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to roll a 1d4. Whoever it lands on gets to do the recap. If you don't remember, if you don't feel comfortable, you are always welcome to ask me to re-roll. All right, so Cliff.
Fuck.
Tell,
All right.
tell us what you remember.
So we picked up in the cave where we had just defeated some cultists. We made our way outside, discovered some tracks leading to the east, I believe, but also heard a scream in the opposite direction. So we sent Miku to investigate and specifically told Miku not to engage said sound. Then a few minutes later, we heard me, Kolya, and Nylar assumed was Miku screaming or cawing, I would say.
Yes.
We made our way as fast as we could and discovered a family of bears mauling a poor human. We dispatched said bears. Unfortunately, the human did not survive. So we hauled ass back to the original tracks, where we eventually came upon a temple that was being used by the rest of the cultists that had the I'm just going to refer to her as the princess held captive. We had devised a great plan of luring them into mud traps, mud trenches. Um, as any great plan goes, it didn't matter anyways. We had a hard fought battle. A lot of people went down. We set the temple on fire for a distraction. And just when things seemed like they were over, a dragon plopped down and was very pissed at us. And that is where we left off.
Yep.
I only had it. I don't think he was pissed. I think he was amazed.
All right. Yeah. We'll have to have you make a perception check to see if he's amazed or disgusted. Of course, that'll be a disadvantage because you do have one level of exhaustion. So we'll see. Yeah. Also, felt kind of bad because you guys did have a great plan. You guys decided to make a bunch of traps, and unfortunately, it did not pan out with the way everyone was set up. So I rolled a d4, and and that is what I'm going to give inspiration to. Cliff, obviously, you have an inspiration because of the recap. But I rolled a 3, so the rest of you also get an inspiration.
Awesome.
Because,
So inspired.
because I believe that any good idea should be rewarded, and even though the plan itself failed due to previous planning on my part, it was still a really awesome plan, and I'm going to ensure that my players are rewarded for it. Unless you have
It
issue with
was a really good plan.
it.
It's just like the saying says, if you know, you know.
I no 100%. Unless somebody has a problem with their inspiration, they don't have to take it. I don't think that's going to be anybody, but you never know. Now, if I could just find where in the world, I have a lot of tabs, so let's see if this is where we were at. Let's go ahead, put us right back into the thick of it. I want to do the jingle, but obvious reasons, I don't want to get tagged for it in YouTube.
That's a nice bonfire. Wonder how that happened.
I wonder if that'll play a role in anything. Yes, yes. Eventually, I'll have like fire and stuff like that, but things happen. Let's see here. There we go. All right, everything's set up there. Colette has just rolled his death save. And for future reference, I have you guys roll that privately. That way the others do not know whether or not you have a nat 1 or a pass. I think it's just better for the role play in general. Because maybe he dies. Maybe he doesn't. We don't know. You have to prioritize. However, since you've already done once you are brought back up, you can go ahead and take your stuff off of private roll. But as long as you're doing death saving throws, please keep it on private. Any questions about that?
Nope.
Awesome. We are going to go ahead and unpause. And we're going to change up the music too.
Who's up? Goya? Did he just roll?
He did.
Okay.
And if you guys end up not being able to hear the music, let me know.
I usually turn it down.
As I hear a lullaby. But yes, Colette, it was your turn.
That's my bedtime. That's my bedtime reminder.
I do apologize. I hear a car alarm going, and I have to make sure it's not mine.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, understandable.
I will be right back.
Gotcha. All right. Colette, you had already rollen your death saving throw. I believe that's all you can do. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Let's go ahead and go on to Miku. What is it that you would like to do?
Miku is going to just I think she had to hastily put her hat on after one of the kobolds stole it last session. So I think she's going to kind of dust off the excess dirt from her trench coat, straighten her hat, and she's going to look at this dragon and is like, we would like to parley.
Parley? You want to parley with me?
We are acting in interest of the metallic government, you see.
And at
And
the mention of the metallics, you're going to hear him look to the sky and let off a roar. I'm not going to do it. But yes, he does. He does roar.
Get a roar.
Yes, he looks to the sky and just.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's for the viewers.
Is it?
For the viewers. Yes. How dare you mention their names in front of me? So you work for them?
Oh, I mean, I work for who pays me.
Yeah, that is true. We are, at this point, basically mercenaries.
So what is it you want to say there, Miku?
I am a private detective. I could just go back to my client and tell him where the cat is and pretend none of this ever happened. It is difficult to picture a bird forcing a smile, but if that is something possible, that is what she's doing. She is forcing a smile widely as possible,
Mm.
just hoping this giant lizard doesn't kill her.
Gonna be honest with you. A bird smiling. I just imagine their mouth kind of open, just you know. It's like, wow. Are you constipated? I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Uh, but yeah, we'll go with a smile. Um, you're welcome to attempt a persuasion check, but I will tell you that it is a relatively high DC. If you look around on the ground, there's many corpses.
There is no reason not to try. At worst comes to worst, I'm not sure it'll be worth using an inspiration on, especially given that Miku is not good at persuasion at anyway. But I think rolling once couldn't hurt. And
A free roll is a free roll.
um, I'm just still trying to get into the system.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we were gonna thoroughly start in RP mode, and you know me, I had technical issues right before this where everyone was muted, so I had to reset the computer, and thus the virtual tabletop loading process.
No, I understand. Yeah. No. Do you need me to roll for you, or do you want me to
Thank
stand
you.
by?
Just roll for me. I don't want to hold up the game and when.
Okay. A persuasion. Uh, so I'm gonna make sure that everybody can see that because that is a thing. That is a 5.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to go particularly well. It was worth trying.
You murder my helpers, and then you ask for leniency.
If I may, yes, they were weak. We weren't. You had bad workers.
Okay.
But we're for hire, so that's great news.
I don't
Better
disagree
news.
with you, but they were
Better-
going to carry or move this wagon for me, and now you have forced me, to drag this around.
Oh, we could never force you. You're far too mighty. You could make us do it.
Yes, yeah. That would be a great idea, Nilar. You wouldn't need to pay us. You could beat us as much as you want.
Wait, what?
We need to sweeten the deal.
Feed
as
us
much
or
as
beat
possible.
us? One of those I'm not
Feed
okay
us.
with.
Feed us. We are trying to sweeten the deal as much as possible.
I don't have any candy.
As you as you whisper over 20 feet.
Oh, I'm not whispering.
Oh, yeah. I'm imagining it. Miku tried to whisper, but soon realizes, no, that won't work.
We
And
already
just
have the wagon with the child in it. We no longer need the candy. Got it.
See? That's what I'm saying.
You know what? I'll allow one more persuasion check if you want to give it a shot. Just remember, it is an ability check, and you are rolling disadvantage with that ability check.
Yes, sir. I'll use my inspiration to make it a straight roll if that's all right.
It is absolutely all right. Do keep in mind, same thing I told Miku, that it is going to be a relatively high DC. Holy.
Jesus.
That's how you start a night, boys.
Well, yeah, at
What
least you
happened?
got. Here's the thing. On one side, if you roll 2 nat 20s on an advantage or a disadvantage, I tend to try to give you beyond the best possible outcome. On 2 1s is equal and opposite.
Which of the two happened? I'm still out of.
So he rolled an advantage and rolled 2 1s.
Oh shit.
So, you little blue man, How dare you open your mouth to me? I don't know why I'm going all weird country on it, but that's what we're doing now.
Because I'm about to talk.
Miku, is there anything else you want to do on your turn? I don't want to just like
Well,
move on and
assuming Nilar's dialogue is actually happening on Miku's turn, I think I might want to try Operation Run Away, pigeon chicken.
Operation Shit and Get.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So that would be a dash with her fly speed.
Okay. If you want to run, I am going to. It's hard to keep track of. I believe that's 100 feet. So I'm just going to put that on your height modifier so that I can keep track of that. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Okay. However, that does leave 3 of your companions behind with the dragon next in initiative. So I want to verify that that is exactly what you wish to do.
Unfortunately, thinking of this over the past couple of weeks, there is no situation where if the dragon starts fighting, that the party as it stands has a chance.
Okay.
Running is the only way that even a single member of this party can possibly get out of this situation. That's been my opinion to begin with.
Okay.
I apologize. This is a. I apologize, other players. I just hope this makes sense in character.
I also want to make something clear here that at 100 feet away, anything that does happen, if they do shift the tides of battle, you would be made wholly unaware of it due to your distance. So if they were to turn the tides of battle, it'd be very difficult to just turn around. I would have you roll a perception check, so on and so forth, to see if you could even notice. And the further away you get, the higher the DC gets. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes total sense. I'm
just to avoid the meta, because obviously you know whether or not the tide of battle changes, but your character would not know.
Oh, finally I get in here.
Okay.
So,
I'm not going to tell you how to play your character. I just want to make sure that you have all the information available to you so you can make an informed decision.
I just want to make sure that out of character there is no hard feelings about this decision, basically. Like, this is a really bad situation.
Do whatever your character would do. Don't feel bad about your character's choices.
Okay. Yeah. I don't. It's not that she doesn't care about these guys, but this is a lost cause. This is a lost cause in her mind. And if there was a way to pick any of these guys up and fly, she would. But we have established that is 100% impossible to do for her.
That's not entirely true. It just involve you having to, say, drop your backpack and whatnot. You'd have to drop gear to make way for it.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Dropping your gear is always an option.
You're
just currently very heavy due to your backpack's full. You have rations and hoods and this, that, and the other thing on you. So you 100% can drop gear and pick up somebody and go. It's just if you go over your strength limit and you could lift them and throw them on your back and start running away. Flying, I feel, would be very difficult.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Miku doesn't know what a dragon is because she's not native to this world, but she knows it has wings.
Well,
and
you're not wholly unaware of what a dragon is. You've just only ever seen them in human form.
Humanoid form. The thing is, if without flight, Miku is actually moves slower than your average human.
Right. As long as you don't break your as long as you don't become encumbered, you can absolutely fly with somebody.
Oh,
It's
okay. I
only
can.
once you are encumbered, and then you start going into the lift and pull area, is when it'll affect your flight.
Okay. So now that I know that there is an option that doesn't involve completely screwing over the party, I would like to try to take that. I I get the sense that Nilar is the lightest member of this party, but Kalud is the one who's most thoroughly in danger, and Cliff is, to be honest, the one Miku is the best. So this makes a different choice altogether.
Okay, it will be an action to grab Nylar. Um, between dropping your gear and grabbing Nylar, which I do believe he'd probably have to drop all his gear as well. So you may be able to grab him, but he would have to drop his gear as well because his weight plus his gear weight. How much do you weigh, Nylar?
About 140, I believe. I don't.
140 plus your 100 pounds ish that you currently have.
Yeah, looks
So
like. How
What does
heavy?
he have that's heavy? He's a wizard. He doesn't have armor.
rations are quite heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Nilar just because he is the one who is most in danger in this situation. The White Dragon might ignore Kalut because he's not an active threat. And Cliff is, I think, in the best shape of everyone who's on the field right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's going to go for Nilar.
Okay. You would be able to grab Nilar. However, due to his current weight, you would be unable to pick him up, and you'd have to wait till your next turn. Is that still okay with you?
She's gonna, yeah, sure. She's gonna tell him, drop literally everything. And as she says this, she drops her axe, backpack, everything except the hat, the clothes on her back, hat included.
Uh, he'll drop everything but the healer's kit
Fair enough.
And
and
as
his
long as
spell
you're
kit.
willing, no grapple check required. If you're trying to fight her because maybe she didn't wash her feet, uh, then yeah, that would involve. What would you like to do, Nylar? When it actually, we'll wait. We'll wait to your turn. Does that work?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And Miku, I'm sorry. Did you have anything else you'd like to do?
Um, nope. She tried negotiation. She realized she was able to steal up the courage to not run away like a chicken, and she is preparing to start getting other people out of here. That is enough of my turn.
Okay. I won't ask you to drop anything right now because of I wouldn't want you. I don't want to waste the time of having you pick things back up or anything like that. But just out of character, like yes, you have dropped these items.
Okay,
Cool.
okay, works for me.
All right. All right. The young white dragon is going to. He sees you coming over that way. And he is going to go ahead. And unless anybody has anything against being frightened, he's going to let out a roar. If I can
Let me
get.
go check to see if rage prevents that. I'm pretty sure that's not a barbarian thing. That's a paladin. No, I know I'm not immune to frighten because she was hit by this last session.
If I can go ahead and get a wisdom saving throw from everybody.
Okay.
One to two, going up.
And I don't know if unconscious will stop you from being frightened, as you are unconscious. But, you know what? But I don't know what the rule is on that, so I'm just going to say don't worry about rolling it, Colette. Because you can't be afraid if you are not aware. So yes, Nylar, Miku, and Cliff, you are all frightened. Do you know?
Honestly, I was role playing Miku being scared shitless anyway.
And frightened, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear. And with that, he is going to go ahead and position himself.
Rage is still up for the record, right? We never actually ended combat.
You did not end combat, but did you make an attack roll last time?
Shit, she didn't.
So you are no longer raging, if I recall correctly.
I don't think it will matter. I guess it really depends on what he does, whether it matters or not.
Okay. But that will end his turn. I believe the thematics of it is all she wrote. Cliff! Cliffmeister.
Going to healing word. Boy up. Get him up.
Gotcha. Colette, you are now up.
My bonus action, then I'm going to turn to the dragon. Well, howdy. Is this what chromatics are known for? You steal princesses? I myself have heard that you all are a superior breed to the metallics. Now here is an innocent woman. We're just trying to save her. Now I don't know if you know Sune, but I follow her pretty well. And what transpired here today is not good. It's not how things should have went. I don't know what you intend to do to all of us. And you can probably do it without much of an effort, to be honest. A lot of us are injured, near death. But just tell me why you need this princess. Why you need this child.
You know what? I won't make a roll for that. Would you not want an upper hand in battle by knowing the outcome?
I can see your point, but why do something like this? Why not fight with honor? That way you know if you defeat the metallics, that you defeated them on your own. And no one will question how you did it ever again. If anybody finds out something like this, you couldn't defeat them on your own. How's that look? I live by honor. This seems very dishonorable.
Honor has no place on the battlefield, win or lose.
Honor plays a part in everybody's life, whether you think about it or not. You're already showing honor to us. The fact that you haven't killed us yet shows you have somewhat of honor.
This is exactly what I'd expect from somebody who would worship a lesser god.
Well, you may think that, but she is a god who loves unknowingly, and I can't think of the word right now, but
I can't think.
she loves everybody. Life is about living. I think what should happen here is we should all go our separate ways. We take the princess with us, and I owe you a favor.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think he would want a favor.
It's worth a shot.
Given you're like small, tiny man, almost begging for his life. It's,
Oh, I'm not begging for my life,
well, you're bargaining for your life.
Sir Dragon.
No. I'm saying this above table. It sounds like you're bargaining for your life.
Oh, then I'm coming off weird then, because I don't. Cliff doesn't care if he meets Sune or not. I was hired to do a job. Doesn't mean I have allegiance with the Metallics. They hired me to do a job, and we're just trying to fulfill that job. What is it that you want?
So you talk about honor and then turn your back on the ones that you agreed to help?
I'm not turning my back on anything. The princess is coming with us.
I think not.
Well, I rightly think she is. Like I said, I think that we can solve this amicably with no violence. We just have to work a few things out.
We just gotta give ourselves a hug, like big old hug.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you need a hug?
Do you want to attempt to give him a hug?
No, I don't.
Like, I'm not gonna stop you. I don't know how much that will help you, but I won't stop you. But I do believe that as far as bonus actions go, I believe that is as far as I'd be willing to let the bonus action dialogue go.
That was my action.
Oh, but action. Either way,
Yes, you're
it's supposed
fine.
to be like 6 seconds. I believe we've more than covered that.
Yes.
But he seems wholly uninterested in you. Is that your turn, or did you have anything else you wished to do?
No, I'm standing my ground.
Standing your ground. Okay. Nylar.
Nylar is going to stand up. Face.
Nylar is? Aren't you Colette?
I'm sorry. I am.
I was so confused. I'm like, you sound
He's
nothing
fucking
like
ready to go,
Nylar.
man.
My bad. I am.
Your voice has changed so much.
So, Miku, you were waiting for my turn to go, right?
It's more accurately that I am not allowed to drop everything and pick you up in the same turn. And also, you need to drop everything too for this plan to work.
And then on her turn, she'll be able to dash with you, because then you will be light enough to do said thing.
Okay. I will then.
And while dropping your items is a free action, and she's already grabbed you with her action, you still have your action and bonus action.
Let's run, I guess. I will drop my stuff. Cast levitate on Colette. If he'll let it happen.
Sure.
And my familiar, I'm going to command my familiar to start flying Colette.
And I'm going to put the grappled check on you guys, just so I know that you're together.
Let me use the actual spell. And
Right back.
Is it? There we go. And then my familiar's missing. Where'd he go?
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna move Colette, and we're just
Oh,
going to.
there's. Oh, he was already on Colette. That's right. Nice.
There you
Even
go.
better.
Let's go ahead. I'm gonna move him back, but
Yeah.
yeah. He was there the whole time.
Yeah. And then double check the owls. My speed. We'll start flying Colette.
Oh, and I apologize. As soon as it was your turn, Nylar, I wanted to give you the chance at an Arcana check.
Yeah. Let's do one of those babies. Hey, and I'll add a D4 because why not? That's my thing.
You know what? With a 23. Jesus Christ, that is really good. Okay, even at disadvantage, a 23. All right. So you would be aware that with your vast knowledge of magic and spells, all your time in the library, this you weren't sure before, but because nobody seemed to be strong enough, but this force field shield type thing around the oracle, you feel like somebody has, like it's a cast, not a magic item, that has done this. Like somebody themselves has cast this magic.
Yeah. He would assume it's the dragon in front of us. And he does not have a way to deal with that. So,
It's not entirely true.
I mean, I could try and break if it's concentration, I guess, but I don't have dispel magic, so
Oh, I'm aware of that. I'm saying it's possible. I won't tell you why, but I will say it's possible for you currently.
yeah.
Even given your loadout of spells.
Oh, if that is the case, I don't know what it would be, and I don't think Nylar would just know either.
Well, there's two
Not that-
ways to break a spell that has already
Sounds
been
good.
cast. So,
Mhm.
process of elimination, you don't have one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. Rolling attacks at disadvantage. I don't have magic missile,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
so
But you do
I-
have items that are DC checks, correct?
yeah, they are. But they're not going to deal a lot of damage. So a DC 10 check for a dragon that's already ahead of us doesn't seem really plausible.
You're right. I'm just throwing that out
Yeah,
there.
no,
That
I appreciate it. I just can't. So the best course of action, I agree with Miku, is probably just run. I will give her the okay. I'm ready to go, and have Colette flown off 120 feet by my familiar.
Okay. Are you allowing this movement, Colette?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
still like coming out of it. So
Yeah. So you have been levitated, and you are being drug. Does this fix on within reach?
They don't have to stay in the range for the levitate. They just have to be in it for the cast.
I'm just double checking, like that, because it's technically a grapple kind of check. So normally that would be half, and I'm seeing if what this says specifically.
Sponsor us, Mountain Dew. Sponsor us.
you're gonna try to get someone to sponsor us, at least have it be some sort of alcohol.
Listen, if it's
Right.
going to be anybody, I want Rippets. Um,
I'm not doing alcohol now. I'm doing gummies.
but we'll
Some
say,
of us.
I'm
Aren't
going to
allowed.
say that you get. No, you'll get 120 feet because they essentially weigh nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
As
let's.
long as he's under 500 pounds. I don't know how thick you are.
Colette, are you under 500 pounds? Between you and your inventory?
I know we were
Not by
breaking.
much, but I am. I'm at like 400 pounds.
Okay. Pushing the limits on that spell.
Yeah.
I imagine it just kind of stutters a little. And then,
All right. Colette, you. Nylar, if that's your turn.
yep.
And I also want you guys to be aware that you are within striking distance of the young white dragon.
Fly by.
Not. Or, let's see here. Not, well, your familiar is flyby, but Colette
I'm
is
not.
not.
Force movement doesn't trigger opportunity attacks.
You're 100% right. But I was less talking about them and more talking about Miku and you.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to feel it.
Let's go ahead and put 120 feet on Colette.
And Colette is still coming back to consciousness. Like scrambles to grab his crossbow that he dropped when he went unconscious. As he's levitated. And just, by the beard of the gods. And he's gonna just cast Cure Wounds on himself. Because that makes sense.
Sure.
And he gets 8. Nope, that's still private. I'm public. But he gets 8 back.
Nice.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Cool. So Miku, I'm gonna have you stand by, being that it's the top of the round. At this point, you are going to see. Actually, give me a perception check.
Okay.
We'll say a straight roll because it would be at advantage normally. Or no, you don't have disadvantage on ability checks, do you?
I don't believe Miku has gone down this day.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and track rolls. Well, okay, so you do have disadvantage normally. That will make this a straight roll because you are currently frightened. And I will also allow Nylar the same roll.
Sorry, what are we rolling for?
Just roll a perception check.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm trying to, figure out.
Yours will be at normal disadvantage. However, yours does make it, even with a 10. This was not going to be high, but I had to set a DC of at least 10. As Miku, sorry, this is going to sound weird, mounts you and grabs you. There is let's see here. You see 4 beams of light. A purple, pink type of force energy come flying at the dragon. And if you'll bear with me one moment.
Okay, this is interesting.
And I'll go ahead. So the first one is going to be a nat 20. The next one will be an 18. Nat 20 will obviously hit. A 12 will not, but a 24 will. So, let me mathematical myself real quick.
Mathematical.
There's no saving throw to end the frightened, right? We're just frightened.
You guys are currently just frightened. Let me double check to see if it has a wisdom. It would be frightened until the beginning of the dragon's next turn. So once the dragon has its turn, you will no longer be frightened. Sorry, a lot of spells came out of there. So as you see that, or as you see those spells whiz by, you look over to the tree line, Nylar, and you see two creatures fly up over it. They are still quite a ways away, so you cannot hear their banter. But I'm going to go ahead and throw them into initiative. All right.
Okay, so
Being that it is also the top of the round, I'm going to go ahead and set the one as a current combatant, if that's okay with you. But he too has wings, and is currently 30 feet up in the air.
wait. Okay.
He is going to fly 30 feet and let loose two more of those blasts that you saw earlier. Which is a 20 and a miss. And that will end his turn. Miku.
Okay. So, what can
Oh,
does Neelar inform her about these beams? Because the entire running plan was contingent on the fact that they were screwed. and if there's backup, they are significantly less screwed.
well, I mean, you are welcome to do whatever you wish. You only had so much information at the time, and you made a decision based on that information. You made the most logical choice, in my opinion. Given these new variables, you are welcome to change your plan because new things have happened.
You said that to Neelar, though, right?
What's that?
Oh, I thought she had asked Nalar.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
like,
that was
did
in
Neelar
character?
tell him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
then I will.
well, no, it was out of character, but it's addressed to Neelar's player. Neelar needs
Oh.
to tell Miku that there's third parties involved here.
They are not acquaintances of mine, but assessed from afar is what I've learned.
I am going to do
Preferably within 90 feet of cliff. No particular reason.
What'd you say?
I said, look from afar or perceive from afar, but within 90 feet of cliff, preferably.
Oh, also,
No reason.
all of, with the exception of Colette, the three of you would notice as those beams hit this creature, the shield begins to waver a bit, but then goes back to being its force shield. It's straight up force shield.
Okay, so I think Mika just drew her attention to these things, and given that, she feels like they have a fighting chance. So she's gonna rage, and as I said, you kind of left her equipment in a state of Schrodinger's droppedness.
It is technically on the ground.
Okay.
I just didn't want to go through it because
God, it's a good thing you had so much dynamite, Miku.
What?
It's a good thing you had so much dynamite.
we're just gonna roll a 10d6 just to be on the safe side because we got a bundle of this shit.
Well, so since her axe is technically on the ground, uh,
Do you let go
she's
of
gonna,
Nylar?
yes,
Okay.
she's going to rage. And actually, she's going to pick her axe up, then rage. So, uh, I think that means that she has one turn to actually attack with the axe. Specifically the axe, mind you. I don't think anything else she would prioritize picking up right now.
Well, I never like to think of just dropping something as an action or anything like that. But picking up your axe will be your free action. You used your bonus action to rage. That I believe that gives you your action to do whatever it is
Attack.
that you do, as you know,
I
your
will
bird
say-
variant.
Nilar's face is just like, what the fuck?
And being that it
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
had
a
its
mix.
turn, you would be rolling at disadvantage. Obviously, straight roll is an 8. It will, in fact, miss.
Okay, that will end her turn.
I will say the rest of your gear is on the ground. Obviously, you have your... sorry. You do have your weapon. All right. With it being his turn, you guys are no longer frightened. And we will remove that to show said item.
All right. Whatever. Could
What's
have Pete still being frightened and kept character, but
Well, it'll change the fact that you won't be rolling a disadvantage on your stuff now, so it's helpful. This seeing the new individual come up, he is going to go ahead and aim his mouth at this new individual, and he is going to fire off a breath attack. Given how hot, actually, we'll redo this. I forgot how far it was. He's going to take flight. You are welcome to take a reaction, if an opportunity attack, if you so wish.
Can I reaction bow?
You are sure. Bow as in like fealty?
Yeah, this guy can like fuck me up.
It is true.
I'm your bitch right now. Hello.
And he is going to go over here. So anyone who has a reaction, an opportunity attack reaction, is welcome to take it. And Nylar is currently bowing.
yeah, Mika's gonna take that opportunity attack.
A 20 will hit.
That's a net. Oh yeah, no, that's the 20.
That's
I got excited for a second.
Miku's axe attack, on the other hand, does not hit.
That's fine. It's better to roll it and not get it than not get it and not know. But yes, this guy is going to place his measured template with a Booyakasha. And just so everybody is aware, this individual, while he does get hit with it, it doesn't seem to affect him as much as that breath would indicate. That's not what that is at all. Let's do one more, because that seems more appropriate. No. Sorry. Math is hard, and I'm running at about 75% today. So bear with me. But yes, he does that. And yeah, the other guy really seems to shake it off. Doesn't seem to bother him nearly as much as you would think it would. And he's going to snarl at him. Clifferino.
Yes, sir.
By the way, Colette, did you stand up in your levitationness?
I don't know that he can.
I'll say you can.
He's just kind of like free spinning.
I mean,
However,
No, you'd be pulled upright by the familiar.
no, I picture him more like astronaut spinning, like when they're in zero gravity, waiting for you to get hit so that you can lose concentration and I can fall.
Oh, I will.
Arm to ground control.
I will run that. Okay.
The familiar would just. I can't communicate it to it, so we just obey whatever you point it towards.
And I won't know what's going on, so I'm just going to keep going.
Okay.
That's perfectly fine. Cliff, you have seen two individuals enter the fray. Every time this dragon gets hit, you notice the waver in the shield around this oracle, the princess, if you will.
Okay. Let's go with second level spiritual weapon.
Okay, you do currently have a spiritual weapon out.
Oh, I do?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can refund those points. It's right here.
Can I use that attack still?
I don't care.
Yeah.
The only issue is, I believe, how many feet of movement does that have?
I think it's
15 feet.
I don't think it's 15. Let me see.
As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack. So if you wanted to recast your spiritual weapon, which should make this disappear,
I can get 20 feet right there.
and he's also 30 feet up in the air.
Oh, it wouldn't be able to get to him then.
But let's see here. It says you can create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast this spell again. So if you wanted to recast it within range, because you can cast it within 60 feet, which would definitely be within range for you, it would cost you your spell points, but
That's fine.
you would lose this one, and it would just... I'd pop it back up here. So if you want to remove your spell points again...
Yeah.
Sorry for the back and forth, but yeah, no. You get what I'm going for.
I do.
Yeah.
11 damage.
11 damage will hit.
I'm gonna do my 1-2 as always, baby. Let's toll that motherfucker.
Okay.
Koyat seems to be doing pretty good right now, so
I do believe you are out of spell points.
Toll the Dead is a
Oh, it's a cantrip. I will disregard. Like I said, I'm running about 75% today. So
You're good. Hold on, let me Oh fuck. Please fail. So I'm gonna roll the D12.
a 16.
16 passes.
Actually, a 16 twice, so he really wanted to make this happen. All right.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Did you wish to use any movement? You're obviously not within range of him at the moment, so if you needed to move.
I'm good. I'm good here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good here. Yeah. I can't end my turn. I don't know why. Yes, again.
Got it. Nylar.
All right, this time no, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
He is, really confused about what the fuck we do right now. He's gonna do kind of the same. everyone in his party is low. He's gonna keep trying to get everyone out and keep them safe. So he'll run back towards the tree line, 30 feet. If he can pick up his stuff, did you say that was a free action?
You could pick up one item with your free
Could
action.
I pick up my backpack?
Okay.
And then I'll leave everything else.
Which still leaves your action and bonus action.
Yeah. And I will move with that, and
And I believe he's technically at 110 feet.
would Neelar have an idea that if your spiritual weapon, he's seen you used it, maybe talk to you about it, do you need to be in range of it the entire duration?
My spiritual weapon, yeah.
You do? Okay. I guess a free action. Miku, Cliff, out. Yes, no?
No.
No? All right.
You do what you need. You do what you need to do.
Yeah, if you're saying no. I'll have my familiar, now that I've moved towards him a little closer, within 100 feet, I'm going to have him bring Kalut within 90 into the ground.
Make up your mind, you stupid flying cat.
That
He's
is
gonna
a
look
very
for a
funny
thorn bush,
thing
by
to
the way,
say
buddy.
to an amphibian.
So you want him to come 90 feet closer or 90
No,
feet away?
within 90 feet away.
Make
Okay.
it 80 feet.
You can move. You have 2 legs.
I can't. I'm in the air.
They're
No,
little
I
legs.
said to bring you down. He would set you
Oh.
to
Okay.
the ground.
So we'll just do 90 feet into the ground.
Yeah.
And I'll end my concentration.
And I am going to take the prone off you because you had the movement. Did you say you're taking the concentration off?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and drop the 17 different ways of concentration you have on you.
Right. And then I will just, I guess, try and hit this guy with a mind sliver.
Let's see it. Man, all y'all rolling ones on your damage. He does.
I'm not.
He does fail
Sorry.
though.
Hey. And then he's going to get a -2 on his next save, which I guess would be his concentration.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll that.
If he has concentration.
He rolled an 11. With that, does anybody have a reaction to take that down further? He rolled a 13. I subtracted 2. So he has an 11. I don't know if anybody has like silvery barbs or some shit like that they want to throw out, or another reaction that could lower it further.
I don't think so. I don't have any spell points anyway, so.
There. And you do remember the gritty rule variant for that?
I do, but I don't have.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that can. I don't have silvery barbs.
Oh, yeah, anything like that. Any reaction that would help.
What is he trying to do?
So he just rolled a concentration check. It is here. I'll just reveal this. So he rolled a 13. All right. And subtract 2, 11. He rolled a 1, so the DC for the concentration check is a DC of 10. So anything 10 or above means he maintains his concentration.
So what can we do as a reaction to put that down? I guess I should ask.
There's something like silvery barbs is like the most notable one I know. I don't know your spell list.
Yeah, no, I don't have silvery barbs.
Okay.
I'm not even sure a cleric can get silvery barbs.
No, that's 100% fine. If you don't have anything, you don't have anything. I'm just double checking to make sure that you don't have anything. Okay. Nylar, is that everything?
Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus action biddies. So that's all.
And we're going to go ahead and put you two right here. So that's where you'd technically be. Yeah. All right. If that ends your turn, Colette, you are now have 2 feet on the ground.
I do. And I'm going to use them to walk until I'm within 80 feet of the. That's the wrong one. Hold on. I typed in the wrong thing. Walk till he's within 80 feet of the dragon. And then just try to hit it with a crossbow. Probably doesn't.
Not what I wanted to do. At this moment, you are 130 feet away from the dragon.
Oh. Well, then he would have done with a disadvantage and still missed.
Nope.
So
Okay.
he would have walked 25, making him.
And if you right-click on your character, on the left-hand side, you can subtract 25 from that 90
There.
feet. And that should...
Yeah, he's at 105.
Yep. Anything else?
No.
All right. This individual is also going to fly 30 feet, putting herself within range of melee. And she's going to pull out this massive fucking maul. And she's going to hit for 24. Or, I'm sorry. She's going to... The attack roll is 24. Hitting this creature. As she does. Let's see how I can do this. It is... As she brings this down upon this creature, you see this light surround her maul as it connects. Cliff, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with the 19, because I believe as a life cleric that would be reasonable for you to know. Yes, you feel divine energy radiating off this maul.
If you're going with the 19, can I? Does it feel? Does it feel like radiant?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, does it feel like good energy?
Very.
Okay.
And she's going to swing one more time. And let's see here. Does that connect? It does connect. And you feel it once more as she brings this back down once again. And that will... Sorry, I need to double check one effect real quick. Okay. Nope. That does not affect her. All right. That does end her turn. This one will get close as well. And he will also stab, but he pulls out a rapier. It looks used, but very well made. He will do that. And as well, you notice a divine light come off of that. And God, these sheets, there's so much going on.
Ugh, my PCs are too cool.
These are these are individuals I wanted to make sure that you knew about. They're super fun for you. However, his next attack swings a little bit wide, perhaps blinded a little bit by the divine light. Miku.
Okay. Well, she can see that dragon and see that it is not in good shape. So, and she's raging. So she's gonna try to kick this thing's ass.
Also, as this creature was hit, you notice the shield seems to drop around this oracle, and as that where the hell did it go? I'm sorry. I had this ready, and then things disappeared on me. Tell you what, go ahead, take your turn, and I will look for the thing that I am looking for and play it as needed.
What did you say?
I said, go ahead and do what you were going to do, and I will figure out what the hell it was that I was going to do. Oh, yes. As that shield drops, you notice her form change.
Okay, does the attack hit?
Sorry, I
Or
was on a
imagine it
different
doesn't,
tab.
but I wanted to ask.
The 12 does not hit, no. And are you now 30 feet up in the air?
Yes.
Okay.
And I guess that will end her turn for now. Not a single one of us is rolling well on attacks this session, I'm pretty sure.
That's fine. Let's see here. Nope. So I am going to go ahead and these two newcomers have really been a thorn in its side. And he's going to bite at the female, hitting her. There will be a claw towards the gentleman, which will miss, and then he's going to swing around in the air with his tail, and this one will hit, ending his turn.
My turn.
Oh, you used it. No, that doesn't count. So if you click on your thing, it has its own favorites there.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That way it doesn't use your maximum hit points. If you want to go ahead and change or replace your maximum hit points, because it took 4 away to recast that.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
I'm going to put this thing at 31 feet just because it's easier to find that.
Oh, I won't change it for me.
Oh, it won't change?
No.
Okay, I will. So you have to go to edit. And we're going to take away that. And give you back your 4 hit points. Why is it not? Cool. All fixed.
Oh, sorry.
Not an issue, man.
I would like to use inspiration on that. Can I use inspiration on my spiritual weapon?
Just certainly can. You can give it away. You can.
Did that nat 20? No.
Nat 20 will always hit. Do you? Let's see here. So you rolled an 8. You would get another 8 because crits are maxed in this campaign. So you would actually do 19 damage if you wanted to use your inspiration on it.
Yes, please, stepdaddy. Let me fuck up your dragon.
Of course.
You still up?
Yes, he's still up.
All right, we'll toll him again.
Okay, let's see that toll. Let's see if he saves. He does fail.
He failed, and he has damage on him. So,
Yep. Go ahead and roll that d12.
I'd love to. He's still up. Jesus, what was that? 28 damage.
He's a chunky boy.
That's a good turn, though. That's a good turn.
That was a
mean-
damn good turn.
Can I say something real fast? Can I be like, this all can end if you just leave?
He's extremely bloody. His mouth has blood dripping off of it. There's cuts and you can see bruising. I don't know if dragons bruise. I'm gonna say they do because reasons. It's not over yet.
All right. I gave you a chance.
Nylar.
I don't have a lot to offer. I apologize. So, here's a mind sword.
I'm gonna.
Hey, at least there's damage.
He is going to save.
And
Does he still take
Call my-
damage from that?
nope, it's a cantrip, so
Always worth asking.
yeah. I will just have my familiar fly back towards me. And that'd be it. I can't think of anything else. So end my turn, sorry.
All right. Colette will move another 25 feet, bringing him to the 80-foot range. He's at his.
Yep.
He's at 80 now, and will once again attempt a crossbow attack.
Let's see here. That will hit.
All right. Does 6 hit.
Okay.
And we'll end his turn.
All right. So, with the Golden Oracle coming back into being, she is going to. I'm going to give her a chance here. And she is going to do.
Actually, with just trying to be honest, with Pythagorean's theorem and me being on the ground, that would have been outside of my lower increment, so it would have been a disadvantage, so probably would have missed.
I've already taken that into consideration.
Okay.
So, no worries. You're going to see her come to the edge of her cage. Place her face against the edge here, and you're going to see her open her mouth. And I don't know why it's not showing up correctly. This should be much longer, but whatever. And she is going to fire a breath attack at this individual. We'll see how he does. I don't think it's going to matter much, but fails it. And he is going to take 20 fire damage. And I need to fix that for later. But we won't do that now. But yes, she does a line of fire versus a cone of fire. And as it hits him, he does, in fact, stumble and fall to the ground. Thus, ending combat.
This is a entirely in character reaction by Miku. Out of character, we all had contingencies if this combat went really badly.
No, you guys had very good contingencies.
Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Looks like you guys got quite beaten up.
Hi, my name's Cliff. What's your name?
Me? Oh, I'm William. William Quiversword. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Were you just passing by?
What, no, we saw your smoke in the distance.
Oh, well, that's mighty great of you to come and help like that. You're
Oh.
a good person.
No, we were looking
Thank
for the
you.
oracle ourselves, but then we saw a massive smokestack rising into the air.
Oh wow, it's really lucky just that how place set on fire randomly. Weird. Gods work in mysterious ways.
What a convenient way.
My name is Miku Cirrus. Pleasure to meet you. To tell you the truth, we had no chance against that dragon on our own. We owe you our lives.
Oh, don't be hard on yourself. You stood up to a dragon. Hold your head up high.
I honestly didn't. I was planning on grabbing my friends and running.
That's probably the most appropriate response when fighting a dragon. This is my sister.
Ah,
Her name, and she'll speak up. I apologize. Doing a girl voice and with a Celtic accent is going to be interesting, so we'll give it a shot.
What was just went over, I just had a bit of audio issues.
I said that I'm going to have a lot of fun doing a female voice and a Celtic accent.
What was her name? Claudia, you said?
My name's Gianna. Gianna
Nice to meet
Quiversword.
you.
well, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help notice that you had a little bit of good divine energy that you were using on your weapons. Might I say, are you religious?
No, not so much religious. We draw our powers from oaths that we've based around our parents.
Oh, who have you? I've heard of oaths. Yeah. Who have you?
You guys are paladins.
Aye?
Who have you swore your oath to?
Chiano, I have given my oath to the ancients.
Which ones?
All of them.
What are the ancients?
They're the ones who control the forests.
Oh, I can do that. Mold Earth.
No, they're the ones who are in charge of the trees, the plants, the animals. They are older than time itself. And William will speak up. I'm afraid that I was once a paladin of devotion, but unfortunately I was forced to break that oath.
I don't suppose you want to go into what happened, huh?
I'd really rather not.
I figured.
I call it a sensitive subject. We've based our lives to follow in our parents' footsteps.
So,
Do they leave
she
a lot
turns
of
to the
footprints?
oracle.
Sorry, two people talking.
I'll let Milar go first.
Oh, I was. Do they leave a lot of footprints?
Actually, no. My mother makes sure of it.
That sounds very difficult.
She's capable of moving without a trace.
So, Miku turns to the oracle. Are you okay? Are you okay?
No. No, I'm not okay. My poor guards are dead.
I'm sorry for your loss.
And you almost died.
Well, I'd say it's definitely worth it if we can take you back home.
Also, as the as you look upon this cage, the lock. Such a low DC. You notice the lock is not actually locked anymore.
There was no physical lock. Wasn't that a big reason that Miku couldn't pick it?
Right, it was a magical lock, but it does not seem to be locked anymore.
Okay. So the door is slightly ajar. Okay.
Detect magic. Is it still magical?
I'm sorry. There's a dead fucking big ass dragon right there.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no, I'm getting to that.
No, Colette has been
Well, I
ignoring.
wonder if that's worth anything.
Colette has been ignoring the conversation you've been having. Has drank his experimental elixir and is using that vial to collect dragon's blood. As you mentioned that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead and give me either a Arcana or Survival.
It's gonna be Arcana because I'm more intelligent.
You take that side, I'll take the other.
Not great, but
No, you're able to get a vial or a flask of it. I can't remember if you said you were using a flask or a vial, but yeah, you can. I'd say you get one of those in blood.
okay.
Seems he's bleeding out quite profusely into the dirt, so you're having a hard time like catching it.
The vials get slippery when you get the blood on them. Just be careful about that.
Of course.
Next, I need help getting a tooth out. I don't know that I'm strong enough for that.
I definitely am not.
Miku can hear this, and she's looking at the reaction of the oracle here to see if this behavior is at all appropriate.
Which part?
The harvesting body parts from the dragon, like in some settings, that kind of thing is inappropriate because it's basically utilizing parts of a sapient being. In some settings, it's always socially acceptable. She's trying to gauge this whether or not it's socially acceptable by the oracle's reaction. She's focusing on the oracle because the oracle's the only dragon here.
She does not pay any mind. She doesn't even look the general direction of that dragon that is now lying on the ground.
If you excuse me, I'd like to help my friends with something.
Go
Nilar would like to start harvesting scales and chunks of meat.
Go ahead and also give me a Arcana or Survival.
Yes, sir.
So it sounds like some of these are strength
I'll
based.
add
So
D4.
Mika will help with anything strength based.
Hey.
Uh,
Will be a 15 because of the disadvantage.
15. Let's go ahead and say you're able to get pull off. I'll give you the choice: a chunk of meat and a scale, or 2 scales, or 2 chunks of meat.
I'll do 2 scales and a chunk of meat.
Oh, basically you get
Or-
2 total. So
Oh, okay.
it can be any combination of meat and scales, but it just can be 2 total.
Okay, he'll focus on the scales. He already has a bunch of rations. He was thinking about making some dragon steaks, but maybe next time.
So is there anything strength based Mika would be able to help with here?
Are you planning on using your axe?
Yeah, I figure.
Okay. You could probably get some meat. Strength, not great for delicate operations like, pulling the scales. You're welcome to use a dex. Well, I would have Arcana or Survival to pull scales if you want the meat itself and you want to do an attack roll. I will allow that.
She's Mika was kind of grossed out by the idea of eating a sapient creature, so she's going survival for the scales.
Okay.
13.
With a 13, I would allow you to get 1 scale.
Okay.
15 would have been the cutoff for 2, but 13's not bad. Unless you have an inspiration you'd rather use.
Wouldn't that just get me the lower roll of an 8?
I'd have you roll it again.
Okay. But no, I don't think it's worth
Okay.
that. I want to save those for like really important rolls or
Also, I do want to be clear that inspiration does not stack, so you only get a max of 1.
Oh yeah, I'm aware. I'm just
In case you had
worried that
one
we might.
last time or something.
Oh, I didn't have one. I knew that, and I believe I used it for the investigations roll last session.
Totally okay.
It's yeah.
So
So yeah.
be sure to add those to
Oh,
your inventory.
I know
okay.
that this isn't how it works, and if I'm way out of line, go ahead and tell me.
Okay.
Can I sacrifice my inspiration for an attempt to get a tooth? Since I already had one attempt to get blood.
So you basically want to roll again to try to get something
That is
extra.
exactly what inspiration is for, isn't it?
Well,
Well,
it's
it's
a
more to
little
give you
different. He's not rolling an advantage this time.
Yeah.
He's just doing a separate roll. Yeah, if you want to sacrifice that to try to get a tooth, it's
Deal.
it's going to be a minimum of a DC 13.
Okay.
As long as you're okay with that, Arcana or Survival.
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
All right. And it's a disadvantage because I'm still whatever, but 15.
That's fine. A 15 will actually get you 2 teeth, if
Oh,
you so
nice.
choose.
All right. 2 dragon's teeth.
All right. Was there anything else anybody else wanted to do? Role play, fight somebody. I don't know.
Can Mika try getting one of those teeth?
It will be in Arcana or Survival.
Okay.
But yes,
Survival
you
then.
may. Yes, you are able to get 2 of those teeth.
Okay, 1 scale, 2 teeth from Miku. I know you said we were supposed to mark that in our inventory, but I don't know how we do that.
You should be able, when you go to your inventory, there's a little plus sign at the bottom right-hand corner there,
There we go.
and then you can add it that way.
So, is this loot?
Yeah. Say it's loot. I'm honestly less concerned about what it's called because you're not wearing a tooth as armor, you know?
Not a single one, anyway.
I'm gonna go up to the oracle. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm sorry some of my friends seemed a little skittish when he came in, but I wasn't gonna leave you alone.
Yes,
Even if that meant dying, I want to make sure that you weren't alone.
you have a good heart. And I thank you for rescuing me.
I apologize. I just I know very much what it's like to be in a situation where it doesn't look like you can win, and sometimes my pragmatic instincts kick in.
Miku, life isn't about winning.
I mean, that's true, but
I
life
was
is
I was
about
prepared I
living.
was prepared to die today because I'm prepared for that. I think you need to prepare yourself for that situation that might happen. I think we might face more things like this, and we need you.
Miku, have you introduced yourself to the Oracle yet?
I bel introduced herself to the paladins, but let's officially say, my name is Miku Cirrus. Pleasure to meet you.
I am Oracle.
Nice. So, everyone ready to take the Oracle back home? Home. I think it's been a long trip for everybody.
I think you might notice now. So as Neelar started going into the dragon and cutting away at it as he does, um, it seemed very surgical and cold. But as it came towards the end of it, you would have noticed him starting to just lash into it and cut and pull and tear and begin to yell and shocking grass again and again.
Let's see a couple of those because I just like seeing it in chat.
When would that be going on? Would that be going on when I'm talking to the Oracle,
Yeah.
or is that?
Let's go ahead and
That's
move
a
you
pretty
up to.
long, drawn out process. I talked to Oracle for like 10 seconds. It's up to the DM.
So, so real quick, I'll describe some of this. As you, a lot of these are fucking hitting really good. But yeah, some of your attacks are smacking into it, and muscles are pulsing, and every once in a while, as you bring your hand back, you miscalculate the timing of your spell, and you just see a little bit of shock, like static electricity, come up off your hand. Being your misses and whatnot. You, Cliff, you do see Nylar angry,
Uh,
furious.
yeah, panicked, angry, confused.
I'm gonna go over to him, get down. Go over to him. Just kind of lightly grab one of his shoulders at first. See how he reacts.
Do you allow this, Nylar?
He, up until you touched him, did not even notice and kept casting. And upon touching him, he turns and he reaches out to your face with the electricity in his fingers and stops himself barely.
I'll just give him a big old hug. It's all right. Everything's all right. Let it all out. Let it out. You can use your magic on me. It's all right.
He will. He panics and can't. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And shocking grass and tries to push away from you. Sorry, but
Look at that. Nylar can hit me, but you can't.
Don't you dare hit me.
Miku's like, I'm sorry.
Was
I
that
was.
eight damage? You said?
yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Miku,
I want to make sure that you are
Nylar.
okay with the PvP. PvP has to be allowed by both players. If you're both willing, obviously I will allow it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, just making sure.
And if he is able to break free, because he will continue to struggle.
I'll tell you what. Both of you give me either an athletics or an acrobatics check. We'll do contested.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hug you.
Oh, I can. There we go. Oh yeah.
Okay. You are still restrained, Nylar. This is the hug of life.
He does not like being touched.
So-
Keen.
But while you're being grappled, though, Colette will come over, and in an attempt to calm you down, reaching to your better sensibilities, he'll say, "Hey, boy, what do you think we can make out of dragon's blood?"
I think you almost died. You fell right in front of me, and I had you out. We had a plan. We were going to leave.
Boy, answer the question I asked.
It depends how rich the iron is, and if we can use it as a conductive element. React with an agent, and we can. Oh, and its dilution level. Oh my god! Oh, there's so much to mess with, and I want to mess with it, but we had a plan.
Hey,
Why didn't we do the plan?
look, you're fine, right? I almost died, but I'm 450 years old. I've lived long enough. If I die, I die. If I die, do something cool with my bones. Don't worry about me.
As you all are talking, William is sitting there chanting. He's been chanting now for probably a good 10 minutes. And as he does, everyone will get healed for 17 hit points.
I'm sorry I could have continued flying away with you. I just saw the situation turning, and I, I thought we could do what we came for. I didn't consider that you might not be of the same mindset.
The oracle is going to come up. You were strong, Blue One. I thank you for sticking around. I know it must have been scary. But you did well. And she'll give you a slight bow. She won't touch you, but she will bow.
He doesn't really
I'm sorry.
understand the platitude.
Run off real fast.
We didn't do anything after that dragon came. My spells were useless, and I need more.
And you believe that your work on the kobolds and the cultists were for nothing? Do you
Not
believe?
if we die.
Do you believe that those two would have been able to win against the dragon and everything else without your help?
I don't care if they won. I care if I die, or if my only friend I've had since I've gotten here that has told me they're my friend dies.
Wait, you wanna know why? You wanna know why we're alive? You wanna know why? Because you accidentally set a temple on fire. The only reason we're alive.
Allegedly, Colette. Allegedly.
You
Let's hear.
accidentally set a temple on fire.
You fucking did what?
And I accidentally, allegedly encouraged you to do it.
Cliff, this thing over here, this big circle, is actually this place burning.
Oh. Nylor,
I didn't
my
do
friend.
it directly.
Your actions were
Put it out.
calculated.
Put it out.
So I can't do that.
For the record,
It's not both water.
Neelar, I also consider you a friend.
Who's the one friend you're mentioning?
Is it me?
We'll never know.
Oh, well,
He said it on day 2 of our adventure. I wrote it down. It's in a page here.
Aw.
That's how we know it's real.
I remember. I was making sure it was me.
Neither of you have said it. So we are
Well, I'm
acquaintances.
saying it now. You are my friend, Neelar.
Okay, you get page 30, but that doesn't mean any less. It's just I don't have earlier pages.
Oh, and Colette,
Fair
did
enough.
you take that healing? That 17 healing?
Oh, I can.
Yeah, you're
They'll
part
bring
of
me
it.
back to full. I think. Yeah, back to full.
Yeah, if you haven't taken it, make sure you take it.
That is it for me, though. I gotta go.
Okay. Cliff, thank you for hanging about. I hope tomorrow goes very swell for you.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys next week or 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, take her
See
easy,
ya.
buddy. Drive safe.
And for the record, Neelar, if by some chance you can't get my body to someone who can bring me back, you can have my damn bones.
And
I might need that in writing.
I need permission, and I need
As
it in
long
writing.
as you don't mess with if you can't resurrect me. That is an important part of this
Oh.
statement.
I don't mess with contracts. I just write them.
So with that, we are at our halfway point. I am going to, if you guys are all right, we're going to take a break. 15 minutes. Does that work for everyone?
Okay,
Sounds good.
that works for everybody.
All right. So we will be back in 15.
You shortly.
But yeah, is everybody ready to jump back?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Let's go back to consoling Nylar.
Ah, yes.
It's funny because it's like the thing he wants least.
Well, Colette's emotional support. He's got about that much of it.
I guess it's mostly just the touching he doesn't want.
You're about to be touched with the back of my hand across your face. You don't snap out of it.
My safety word's pineapple.
Oh, my senpai.
Oh yeah.
No one's ever heard my safety word.
It reminds me of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine scene where the old boy lists all of the things that are okay.
Biting, burning, pulling, and smacking on the table.
Oh, what's not allowed?
Oh, what are you thinking? Let's do it.
You're into some fucked up shit. That's goddamn.
That was such a great show.
It was. Will you be okay, Blue One? The Oracle will say to you.
What's it mean to be okay?
It means, in this case, it means that you could at least handle all the negativity that's bouncing around in your brain.
I can avoid shocking the rest of you. That's what you mean by handle?
That's a progress. That's progress.
I've
I get the you're afraid, and I think the best thing we can do is just slowly and calmly make our way back to the city. Would that make you feel better, Neeler?
I don't know. I've never felt like this, and I don't know what will make me feel better. I don't know anything. And that by itself makes my skin crawl.
Well, you did
So,
well to hold out. Any way you look at it, you survived. You survived. You confronted a dragon, and you lived to tell the tale. You will remember this day for the rest of your life.
that might not entirely be a good thing. I was just about to say when I was a chick, I got uh, beat up and kicked out of school, and it was a miserable time. Nothing that bad had ever happened to me. And when that happened, I felt like you. And it's obviously a formative experience, but it's not a happy one. And I feel like it would have been better if it hadn't. Sometimes something can shape you, but it's still bad for you, you know?
Like a
But
bad mold earth spell.
yes, like a bad mold or spell.
Hey, are you guys gonna loot these fellows laying on the ground, or
Oh yeah, yeah.
are they free
Let's see if
game?
they let's
Six to one, half
you
cost.
obviously deserve a, a, a portion. We wouldn't have made it past the dragon without you. So, how about you take half of these guys and we take the other half? Does that sound fair, everybody?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
If Nylar doesn't snap out of it, we're gonna lock him in the cage.
That is not going to help. I can
That
tell you pretty clearly that will not help.
I don't care if it helps or not. That's his punishment for not getting over it.
If you don't get over it, you go into the cage. Super healthy.
Okay. So,
I'm a dwarf from a mining town. Nothing that I went through was healthy.
It's fair.
so, yeah, ha- we good with looting half the kobolds and leaving the other half to the paladins.
Yeah, that's fine. They let
Okay.
us have at the dragon, so
Have you
All
met?
right.
Have you met our parents yet?
No.
Oh, did you say parrot?
Parents.
Parents.
Parians? Are they
Why would I have met your
Yeah.
parents?
Oh, they work in the market. Have you not been to the market yet?
It rings a bell.
Do they talk as weird as you?
Yeah, my father does.
Yeah.
My mother, she's a brewer.
Oh yeah. No, we've met. Yeah. She was kind enough to let me sweep her floors.
Oh, she must like you then.
If that's what you call it.
I do. Cause she's just as easily to pull a flaming sword in and crush you into the ground if she don't like you. So I'd say you look unscathed. So I'd say she likes you.
Yeah. Well, joke's on her. I'm used to dealing with assholes, so.
That's okay. She's not one to be trifled with. You think we're strong? Oh boy. But
I guess now I've got a fun story to tell next time I see her.
oh yeah, they're actually the ones who told us about the oracle being missing. I guess you guys came through asking questions.
We learned it from a cliff from the temple Cliff was hanging at.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess you guys were asking questions in the market, and they overheard it. They let us know. and that's when we flew off. We were a little bit behind, but thanks to your smoke signal there.
Yeah, see, Nylar, you saved our lives.
Yeah, we'd have been searching forever if we wouldn't have seen that.
I'm glad it helped. I don't want to be here. Can we
Well,
Let's
we've
square
got,
up?
start.
we've got dead bodies to loot first.
Yes. So since you're splitting it 50-50,
Me, me,
Miku, you're cutting out.
oh, sorry. Miku's gonna speed loot, and then start uh, heading back, keeping an eye on Nelar pretty much.
Okay. So since you're splitting it 50-50, what you guys are able to loot is 3 leather armors and 3 daggers. I'm not sure which one of you wants to add it to your inventory or how you guys want to split that up.
I can add it to our group inventory in the Google Doc file later. But what was it? 3 leather armors and
Yes, 3 leather armors and 3 daggers.
3 daggers.
I'll take one of each.
Okay. So 2 are gonna go to the group.
Well, it was just to like distribute the weight, really.
Okay. So I'll keep it group, but
Yeah.
it's a matter of weight.
You guys are adjusting your weight. Well, it's 2 days back, if you can't fly. Will you guys be alright by yourselves, or do you want us to take it along with you?
Yeah, we would have died. So yeah.
We'll stick around with you. The more the merrier, plus we can keep the oracle safe too.
Can I hold your magic items?
No. Absolutely not. I believe we lost Miku. She must be restarting. Yeah. So everybody go ahead and take your long rest. I assume everybody wants to take the oracle back to the temple? I don't want to assume. Maybe you guys want to... I mean, one way or another, she's going back to the temple. I don't know if you're joining her.
I did throw a detect magic up before we leave. Did we was there any magic on that lock still, or was it all gone, whatever it was?
It was never the lock that was actually magic. It was the shield that the dragon was using.
Okay.
Think of it like a sealing spell. That's why the oracle. I'm sure the oracle would share with you that she was unable to hold her human form while she was within the barrier there.
Neelar's definitely kept distance from the oracle.
Sure. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. I will go ahead and move all of you to the temple. We're going to go ahead and just... Sorry, bear with me here. I have a lot of tabs. And I need to throw a couple of people in here while I'm at it.
So I'll get rid of 4 rations, unless we are walking by a river. I have a fishing kit I would use to try and supplement some rations.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for it. That's survival. At advantage because you have the fishing rod.
Yeah.
21. Yeah, we'll say you can catch 2 fish.
Nice.
I think that's all good for a day's work. And with that, you guys can also take off your exhaustion as well.
Woohoo!
Yay. Is that on me or?
So right next to where it has your armor class, there's 6 dots there.
Oh,
3 on each side. One of them should be highlighted. You can take that right off.
nice.
Let's see here. And we are going to go with that for Cliff. All right. We shall activate.
Oh wait, there's a fishing table if I succeed. Can I do the fishing table?
Uh,
I didn't realize.
I did not know there was a fishing table.
Yeah. For the basic fishing equipment, they have a little table.
You know what? Sure. You
Oh.
rolled a 21, right?
Yeah. So I think
Is
that
the modifier the same?
Hmm?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see what you get.
So that would be a teeny edible fish. So feeds 1. So would have been that meal coverage
Yeah.
if it's the same for both the 2 days trek.
Okay. Yeah. I said you could go with what? What did I say? 2 fish? Yeah, 2 fish. So you basically got the same thing.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. No, keep
And
that
then the
table in
reason I
mind.
subtract.
I didn't know there was a table for that.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. But the reason I was subtracting 4, in case anyone was curious, was to cover Cliff because I was holding his rations as well.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
So you're holding all of his rations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we couldn't figure out what was eating his.
Okay. It was 2 days. So we are going to do something here.
Ooh.
That's not what I wanted. But it doesn't change anything, so... Cliff would tell you that, basically his armor's chafing him. Like, it feels like there's something digging into him.
Oh. Take off your armor then.
I'm gonna leave it for now, but we'll tell
Yeah.
him next time. Both days, you can see, like, I don't know if Earth Genasi bleed per se, but definitely like some good scratches on him. It's not distinct where it's at, but you could almost think that it's like maybe pieces of metal digging into him or something to that effect. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna write Miku. All right. You guys have arrived at the Temple of Bahamut.
I can hear you.
Oh, is she back?
Yeah, apparently, apparently you can't hear her.
I can't see her. She is not showing up in her on this thing at all. wonder if it's on my end. You said you can hear her?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Weird. Miku, assuming you can hear me, can you try backing out and rejoining? I don't know if they're. I don't want to stop the stream if I can help it. I will if it's completely on my end, but
She's
I want to.
gone.
Gotcha. A guest has joined. There we go. Good. Hi, Miku.
Yep, Nick got a little screwed over when I switched it to the office because it wasn't working that well.
I can't hear you hardly at all.
You're super jumbled.
I think that one's maybe because I'm not close enough to the laptop. Is better.
Yo, that's
Much
way
better.
better.
Okay.
And I've already got you maxed out on volume, so. But yeah, welcome back, Miku. Sorry I could not see you. Ones and zeros. I don't know how they work. They just sometimes don't.
Hmm.
All right. You guys have arrived at the Temple of Bahamut. In front of you is the gold priest, the golden oracle, and the gold head priest, as well as a gold priest over to the left. To your right, you have William and Chiana. And you deliver said oracle back to them.
Yeah, sorry, Clip's being a little quiet today. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to talk to one of us. But,
Oh no.
I think I can take over. I've got some experience with religious orders.
whatever.
So, we were able to, with some assistance, uh, we rescue the oracle. Uh, she was in the hands of a white dragon and some servitors underneath him, kobolds, dragon priests, that kind of thing. Yeah, the chromatics really don't seem to want to compromise on anything.
They are a might makes right type race.
Are we just gonna have to kill a whole bunch of them to get some kind of diplomatic leg up?
I'm afraid the gem dragons have tried for many years to make this a peaceful world. Something that I understand, but also I know how difficult it might be. I do believe that it is going to be nigh impossible to get them to stop fighting. As you can tell, we have had our oracle stolen from us. I do appreciate you bringing her back. We will let the council know, and I'll motion to the golden priest to head off, as he does, to inform them. We do appreciate you bringing her back. And the oracle is... Sorry, I had a thing for this. Bear with me.
Anything but the bears.
The bears.
Da Beos.
Um, yes. So the Oracle will come forward and she is going to hand Miku, just because Miku is there. I have had this close by, but it would not have helped me in my situation. And she hands you a scroll of illusory script.
Can you tell me what this does?
Off the top of my head, no.
It creates a script that you can make unreadable to anyone except your chosen targets. The writing that you inscribe on there lasts up to 10 days.
Yeah, I can. This in my field, I can find use for that. Thank you very much.
And the golden head priest will reach in his pockets, coming forward, and I want to double check something before I hand this over. Yeah. He will hand you 3 bottles. And he will tell you that one of these bottles is a potion of healing. One of these bottles is a potion of climbing. And one of these bottles is a potion of fire breath.
Well, obviously, I have no use for that climbing one.
Well, that would be handed over to
Um,
Colette, being that he's
okay.
closest.
All right.
Sorry, I can. Sorry, my inability to see the map negatively impacts this.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you need me to
we
add those to you?
yes, please.
Yes, not a problem.
We appreciate this kind gesture, and we'll certainly uh, put these to the best use that we know how.
I'm sorry that this is all the church is able to provide you. We do not exactly work for profit, as you can imagine, but we have acquired these over various tasks and what's not. But we have to show that we are appreciative nonetheless.
Colette looks around at all the gold in here, and he goes, "Yeah, we certainly understand."
And I will put those in there. I believe you had... That'll take you up to 2 potions of healing. And then 1 potion of fire breath. We shall speak with the 2 paladins. I'm sure if you head to the castle, they will... Oh, Miku, are you still in the shrine?
You mean my token?
Yeah.
I can't answer that because the I've been having trouble getting in that since my net had problems.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just noticing that your token was over the shrine, so I was like, okay. Whatevs. We will get a full debrief from the Oracle about what happened. But yes, please do report to the castle. Unless you have anything else for us.
I don't think I'm pretty sure we gave a rough summary already. Any other details that I might be forgetting, guys?
I'm sure you'll get a pretty accurate recap. from the Oracle.
Oracle herself.
Just don't let her exaggerate our exploits. We were pretty awesome, but she doesn't need to hype us up that much. We weren't that great.
I shall keep that in mind. But I doubt she would embellish such a thing, so I'll take it at face value. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here and just rename it for you. This spell scroll. Okay. Do you guys wish to go to the castle? The throne
Yes.
room? Alright.
Yeah.
Nylar, did you have anything you wanted to say to them, or are you
Oh,
the
no,
strong
he-
silent type?
He purposely he's staying quiet, avoiding eye contact with the dragons.
Of course.
Yeah. But as soon as we do leave the chapel, can I have that scroll? I can record it in my book, and I'll put good use. And I like spells.
Mika, did you hear him?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I got distracted by the loading screen. What happened?
Nilar very sheepishly approached you. Could I have the spell scroll? I can copy it so we can use it repeatedly. And if there's something you want, I will trade it or I will do it for you. But I need more spells, please.
All right. No problem, Neelar. I'll try to think of something that I want. I'm not sure what's in our budget right now, but I'm sure I can eventually think of something.
Would you like me to drag the spell scroll over to Nylar?
Yes, still having problems with Foundry. That's why I wasn't fully paying attention.
That did not work the way I wanted it to. So we'll just shaboozle it on over to you.
Uh, I will immediately copy it over, and I think for scrolls that does remove the magic.
Yes, it will just essentially destroy the scroll for all intents and purposes. How long does it take you? And I know you're a scribe, and I'm not super familiar with them, but
Yeah.
I know you get kind of a bonus to scribing down spells.
Yeah, so for particular spells, you've seen Nilar write, and it's pretty average. He has a decent writing speed. The second he has that spell scroll, though, his quill lights up, begins to take wave patterns into it, and as it touches the page, it's like a prick, and you see it wave out like a droplet in water. And as it all forms back into the pen, it's left with the image of the spell, taking roughly 2 minutes.
Okay, and does it cost you any money to do so?
We had decided it didn't, I believe. It's kind of hard to define because it is a feature. And much like AC, you wouldn't have two ACs. And just for like copying spells, you wouldn't have two copy spell features. So you would choose one. And the one for a scribe would be you don't.
Time you must spend to copy a spell into your spellbook equals 2 minutes per spell level. Blah blah blah. Erase anything you write. I am going to double check this for sure. For now,
Yeah.
just because I am not very familiar with wizards in general. I just know you can copy down, your your wizard spells in your book, and that's about the extent. And scribes get special things, but I'll look into that afterwards and brief you on it. For now, yeah, we'll say it's fine. I can't imagine a first level spell being super expensive, regardless. So, for
Oh,
now,
it'd be 50 gold, so I wouldn't be able to do it.
maybe not right this second, but you guys have earned quite a bit of loot as it was. So, if we need to, we'll retcon it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to add that to your spell list, both on D&D Beyond and in here, by all means.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you all arrive in the throne room. You have the council behind, and Miku, just let me know when you get back into Foundry, and I will make sure that you are on the right page.
Okay.
But yes, you have the council behind you, or in front of you, behind the two individuals. You are again greeted by the Vidalcan Annabelle and the human native.
Miku bows. We helped resolve your oracle situation.
We were told you have done well, that you are to be praised. Did you do well?
I mean, uh, we had a significant amount of assistance, but we did a lot of legwork in finding her and clearing out some of the lower level goons.
What's important is that she's back and we're back and everyone's alive.
No, you misunderstand. We were told that without you, the twins would not have been able to locate you. And
Yes,
that so you were essential to
In that case,
rescuing her.
Nylar or Nelar, he did well. Yeah. His
I mean,
clutch thinking is what drew their attention and brought them to us.
Nylar. Is this true?
If it hadn't been for my companions, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, you know what I said is true.
Yeah.
yeah, I was about to say it took quite a bit of detective and tracking just to find where she was to begin with.
Please understand, I am not underwriting what you are saying. I am simply. It is not. It is not usual for an academic, such as Nylar, to risk his life.
That's definitely the vibe I'm getting.
It seems this world has grown upon you, as it has upon me.
Uh, you have no showers here. It has not.
Something's grown on you.
I
I
know.
can smell it.
I've been trying to get it checked out. I asked you yesterday. That was in confidence.
I told you I wasn't going to look at your junk. That hasn't changed.
I don't think our anatomy is similar enough that I'd be much help.
No, we want to let you know that you have done well. And due to your actions, the importance of what you did, we have rewards. As you can imagine, the Oracle is quite important to us.
Nylar, go accept the awards.
But
No,
okay.
no,
Wait.
you go.
Oh,
You go.
He'll just like panic and walk up.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yes, as you approach, native will hand a bag to you. It's quite sizable and it's quite heavy. As you look in it, that there is 200 gold, and we express our thanks to you.
Miku, you might have to help him carry that. That might be heavy
No
for him.
problem.
And Annabelle will tap on your shoulder.
Okay. Thank you. So, Colette, I guess that's we now we know the value of a dragon oracle is 200 gold coins.
Or they're priceless, and these people are broke. They just don't want us to know it.
On top of that, Annabelle, she is going to hand you a badge. This badge gives you access to certain restricted areas in the library.
Oh, why didn't you lead with this? This is obviously bad.
Those are the physical rewards that we can give you. The council is also authorized to give you a provisional. Think of it as a probationary trial. But we would like to bestow upon you the rank of knight.
I'm no knight. I am a wizard.
We
Sir
provide that.
Nyla.
We
No,
will give
gross.
that to all of you. It is not exclusive to you, young Nylar. Miku,
Yeah.
Cliff, Clut, or should I say, Sir Flatmall, Sir Cliff. Oh, I forget.
Dame.
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 I knew that. I knew that.
This is
Dame's-
only out of character, by the way.
Dame.
Miku has no idea what a knight is.
Right.
She knows what a paladin is, but not what a knight is.
I've corrected DG on this so many times, and then I couldn't remember it. So I'm like, he's going to give me crap about this when he watches it. Dame Cirrus and Sir Ban. If you will accept, of course. We will not force the title upon you if you do not wish for it.
What about Lloyd?
I'm sorry.
Points to his familiar.
Is that his name, Lloyd?
No, it's Leloy. It's I have to work on the pronunciation. You meet. Where'd it go?
There you go. I put it on the screen for you.
It can have my title. I'm too old for shit like that.
Oh, no. Was this little one also instrumental? Did he join you on your quest?
He was the most important piece of everything.
And if you'll
He
allow
can-
it, she'll pick up Leloy?
Leloy.
Leloy. Little Leloy, would you like to be a sir too?
And he'll go up on its hind legs and then like gesture like he has a sword.
Then that is fine. Sir Leloy. And she'll
Leloy.
Leloy. I'm gonna keep messing it up until I have a way to, until I have
That's
a visual.
the point. So Neelar can correct it.
And she'll give it like little scritches on it on top of its head.
Oh, don't touch the head. No. Yeah, God, you're doing it wrong. You got to do it here, and he'll like.
Sure.
Yeah, he'll like. You gotta give scratches just below the gills.
Okay. Then I shall. And she'll mimic what you were doing. Now, I know that we You were awaiting a response for the Gem Kingdom. While we
Yes.
have come to that, first we must allow you to rest. We will contact you in 2 weeks. Please, heal. You have earned it. And with that, they will dismiss you, and they will allow you for 2 weeks of downtime. You are welcome to tell me now. You are welcome to write it in your channels, and we will play it out next time, if that's what you wish. Does anybody have any preference?
I technically have not resolved Miku's first downtime, so before we decide what the downtime is, uh,
You did
I'm
the
going.
you did the search for like cats and whatnot. Small.
Except it got uh, interrupted in the middle of the cat search,
Well, I mean,
and
you should have gotten the gold from the work from it, while it was
okay, but
in
Miku does
character.
not believe. Okay, it's more that she wants to finish the job. She doesn't want to get a reputation for flaking out on actually finishing it.
That
Sure,
cat's been up there for 5 days.
it's true. It's true. The cat is confused. And I believe it was attacking you the last time we saw.
The tether cat principle, it keeps attacking random people until we say otherwise.
I mean, in its defense, a bird is trying to get it out of a tree. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, I don't know if it does help in any way, but we did get room and board covered. I forgot to mention that for our downtime. For here.
Yes.
Because I bullshitted.
Of course. But yeah, I mean, pit fighting is a thing, and gambling's a thing. If you guys really want to get into it, crime is a thing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say crying. I was like, oh, I know. Ooh.
The crying
Mika
is
wants
going to
to do
happen.
the opposite of that crime thing.
Crying
Kind
is
of
always an
thing.
option.
I'd like to do the opposite of crying. Thank you. So,
Well, actually, you could argue that the opposite of crying is raging, which Miku does in fact do a
that
significant amount of time.
that oddly works out for you. So Miku, would you like to spend your 2 weeks doing work?
Detective work, yep.
Okay. Go ahead and give me 2 investigation checks then.
Let the other two get their downtime decisions made first, because still Foundry.
Oh, gotcha.
Foundry.
Nylar? Colette?
I'm going to spend my downtime searching for things in my crafting book, specifically the Brewing Alchemist book.
Which one specifically?
What specific items? Or
Yes.
what? Um,
You have alchemist fire and bottled breath, blasting powder, fake blood. That's always fun. Smoke grenades, ink, potion of climbing, potion of swimming, Sue salt.
I think sooth salt or blasting powder.
Okay. Now, I will also say that under normal circumstances, I give everybody the ability to... I will roll d4 and for each week. And then I will say this is what everybody has found. If you're looking for something specific, go ahead and give me an investigation, and that will influence exactly what you look for, as opposed to me rolling randomly.
Colette, don't forget we have this cool new badge to get into the library.
True. God damn it. Can I use my inspiration on that?
Certainly.
Oh, no, I already used it. Never mind,
Oh.
it's gone. Never mind.
Okay. So with that 9, I'm afraid that I won't say you have found it. I won't say you haven't found it. I will roll on a table, though, so you may still find it.
All right. Completely fair.
And we'll see. Actually, you did find it.
Hey.
What did I find, though? There were like...
You
Well, charcoal should be easy to find. I can find that in a fireplace.
you found a Sioux salt geode.
Oh, smell. Okay, perfect.
But yeah, there was the 9th one in there, and I rolled a 9, so therefore you get.
Awesome.
I will roll.
Gotta figure out how to add stuff to this inventory one of these days.
So if you go over to the book that looks like it has a globe on it on the top right corner,
Yep.
and you go down to shit. Can you open up the potion and crafting and gathering?
No, it copies it to a clipboard.
Did you hit the wrench at the upper left?
The wrench up at the upper left. No, edit and then hit it.
No. Where the so you're clicking on the crafting hammer, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm hitting on the book with the globe.
Yes, book with the globe and then potion crafting. You should have access to it.
Nope,
Perhaps
it says,
not.
Actor HFVERMWGZALWTK9.
Okay. Well, I believe you.
Yep.
Yes. Geode. Nope. Unfortunately, these titles are just so long. Yeah.
Wait, are you looking for the crafting portion? There's the hammer at the upper right that's crafting.
Yeah, but I don't think I can add things to my inventory with that.
Hmm.
I don't have time to make the potion and find the things.
Well, you find this the first week. The second week,
Okay.
since it's a group thing, since there's 4 of you, I just roll a d4 and see how many things that you find off that d4.
Okay.
The first week, it happened to roll a 1, so you found 1 geode. So if you want to spend the next week working on that, you can do that.
I do.
Okay, that'll be what you do your second week. So just go ahead and do the crafting. If it doesn't work, let me know. I haven't done it from a player's point of view on this. As far as everybody else,
It worked.
nice. We shall say that, so the next one was a 4. I'm going to do the D9 again, and that is what we will... Actually, we'll just get this out of the way. It's actually going to be a D8 this time. So all of you will find willow shade fruit. And I guess that basically just leaves Nylar. What is it that you would like to do, young one?
He just got an all-access pass to a library with stuff. So he is going to be looking for any arcane magic books, spell books, things to help him fight.
Okay. I will say at this point in time, you will not find anything that is magical in nature. You may find information on magic, maybe perhaps like what spells do. But currently you are unable to. The areas of the library that would hold such items would still be off limits to you. Being that you are a provisional knight versus a full knight.
Sure. Okay. I will. I guess go back to my 9 to 5. Nothing else I can really do.
Yeah. I will also put a willow shade fruit in everybody's inventory. Again, that will take a week to make. As far as your 9 to 5, doing it in the library?
No, that was the jewelers.
Jewelers. And you have a jeweler's kit?
Last time I was just using the tools that they had at their store,
Okay.
working under them.
Let's see here. Bear with me one moment. Yeah, go ahead and give me a... If you want to roll your jeweler's tools,
Sure.
and we will determine it off that. Give me one more.
Hey, there we go.
You know what? Damn. All right. Really? That's when you roll all your 20s?
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it better than never, right?
Okay, so like I said, if you roll two 20s, I try to make it more worth your while. So for the first one, it's just a modest lifestyle for the week. It's nothing amazing. I forget how much it is. I can bring that up. But yes, the second one, so that's 1 GP per day. That is 7 GP for that. For the other one, that is a comfortable lifestyle for the week, and normally you would get a plus 25 GP bonus at the end of the week. But we're going to up that a little bit. So it's 14 GP plus 50 because you rolled two nat 20s. And given the rarity of that, we have to give you help. But yeah, so go ahead and add all of that. I believe it was 7, 14, 21, 71 total GP?
No, it would be. Wait, would that? Yeah, 71. You're right.
Quick math.
Yeah. It. I think it does describe it as like covering your room and board as well. Do I save any money having free room and board?
Yeah, right now you are living in the castle right now, so all of that goes to you as this is just the amount of money that you would have made. If you're living for free, all of that is profit.
Okay.
You are currently guests at the castle, therefore they're not charging you. You guys are on a diplomatic mission. That would just be rude. All right. I will get Cliff's next time.
I think at this point you can just roll for me. I've been trying. I've culled pretty much everything I can logically cull, but it's still taking forever to load.
I understand. So we will do an investigation check for you since you're continually doing that.
And then we're each getting 50 gold, right? Because it was 200, so we're splitting it 4 ways.
If that's how you guys are doing it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, I'll add it to Miku's.
And
I will add it to Cliff's.
Oh. There we go.
Also, keep in mind that any of the stuff that you have on you is sellable, of course, at 50% of its current value. So, like your leather armor and weapons that you've looted, you can sell that. If you guys are trying to sell scales or teeth or blood or whatever, I'll have to get back to you on that.
Okay. I have those pelts as well.
Yes, I believe those were 50 GP. Those are just a flat 50 GP, since that's my homebrew anyhow. So those won't be at 50%.
Okay. So I'm good to split those 4 ways as well, if everyone is happy with that. There's 4 pelts,
Yeah.
so it's 50 more there, and then we have other miscellaneous armor, but we can tackle that maybe over Discord.
Sure, sure. I have no problem with a play-by-post style selling. I know it can be tedious, especially when we're on stream. I've been there. Just out of curiosity, since you guys do visit the market, is there anyone you want to speak to, or are you guys just going there, selling your shit, and coming back?
I would, but only at the end of the second week.
That's fine. We'll go to the capital market now.
Yeah. Plus, I want to buy as many empty vials as I can. But before that, I would come busting into Nylar's room at the end of the second week, without knocking, unannounced, and be like, "Look what I made! Look what I made! Look what I made!" And I will present a lozenge, like a it looks like a cough drop, essentially. I say, "It's best I can tell. This will, for a period of time, make you just a little bit smarter."
I'm very smart.
I'm not saying you, dummy. I'm saying that's what it would do to a person. I'm not going to give it away anyway.
That's
But
that's amazing.
I think there may be an opportunity in the future, potentially, maybe, who knows, that this could come in handy. And I made it with the geode shit that I found when I went exploring last week.
That's a scholar and an explorer, and I bet that would be very well received by the leaders of the city. They're not very good with money. They keep putting it in the walls.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. They,
Do you know how hard you have to work? I worked 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and one of their walls is probably worth like hundreds of my weeks.
yeah. Well, I used to help. Well, I knew people that used to help dig it out of the ground. Honestly, gold is just a rock.
Oh, and a spell component.
But more valuable to you, here are my notes from my brewing and crafting of this particular item. Figured you might want to give those a read.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I will say that the ability to brew those specific potions are unique because you are an alchemist. Think of it as a class
Yeah.
feature.
I'm just giving him something to read, not
yes.
trying to teach him.
Also, Miku, were you an expert in investigation? Was that a feat?
I got that as the skilled feat, I believe.
Okay.
It will also let me gain regular proficiency in athletics and +1 in strength.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and roll an investigation for your work weeks, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
So
And
so the first one's going to be a 19, and the second one will be a 9. That's
you know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration
on the 9.
on that second one. Yeah.
Okay. That will make it a 16.
Okay. That's still 2 solid weeks as opposed to a good one and a bad one.
So both of those are a comfortable lifestyle for the week. That would be 28 gold to you. They both fall in the same category. So with that, that puts you at quick public education math. There you go. 136.
Did she learn anything interesting while working on those PI jobs?
Absolutely. The cats have really sharp claws. Um, you don't feel that those cats are ever going to like you. In fact, now they have the taste of Aarakocra, and you are fearful for all future generations of Aarakocra. For the feline shall pass down to their kin. The taste of Aarakocra is divine.
So, in other words, she did not actually learn anything from her PI work.
No, not given your guys' current level, current experience, you guys are building a reputation, but it just is not very high at the moment. Your knighthood has not made it around town quite yet. So you are. It's just harder to find the jobs.
Did I make a bit of a name for myself as a jeweler?
Well, since you're making it for the individual, they're kind of taking all of your credit. Because, well, I mean, it is what it is. You're working for somebody, you're using their tools, and therefore they get the recognition for it. As they're the ones selling it. And that's really how that works. Also keep in mind that things like Miku, you can do things like carousing to try to find more information on things. Or even, I guess research would be more up Nylar's alley. But you guys, yes, you are in the market. You have Tiorgo, Damon, Seisha, and Balor, the Quiver Sword couple. Damon, sorry, Cliff's not here, so I won't roleplay for him. But he does see Cliff, and Cliff owes him a favor.
Colette will approach Seisha, having spent time sweeping her shop. He'll walk up to me. I realize that you probably mastered this a while ago, but wanted to show you that I'm good for more than just sweeping. And he'll present the sooth salts to her, and just so you know, I plan on finding more ingredients and figuring out more of these potions, but just wanted to show you I've learned something since last we met, and I'm still very annoyed that you hoard all of your empty flasks and vials for yourself and don't sell any. But, it is what it is.
Well, like you, I do need to brew my own potions as well. How many flasks do you have? Or vials?
I have this one that used to have oil in it that I use to make a new experimental potion every day.
Good.
And
Would you sell it to me?
What's that?
Would you sell it to me?
The experimental potion?
No, just the vial.
No, I need it.
Then you know exactly where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I've got 2. I saw your shop. You have hundreds.
And
I'm not.
This is my living.
Trying to force you to sell anything. Just saying, you could.
Perhaps perhaps I will have some for sale. But as you can imagine, this is my daily job. This is how I provide for my family.
Indeed.
So
Fine.
please understand, it's not because I don't want to, it's because it's a must.
All right. On a professional question, though,
Of course.
white dragon's blood. What would you use it for?
Well, there's many things that I could use it for. Perhaps a potion of frost.
See, that's what I was thinking too. Perhaps I'll tag along with Nylar in the future and see if the library's got a recipe.
Well, if you do happen to make it, please bring it by. I will assess it for you. I won't use
Yeah.
it, but I will assess it for you.
Yeah, if nothing else, I will continue to prove to you that I'm more than just a floor sweeper.
You misunderstand. It's not that I doubt your capabilities. It's that you must always start at the beginning. And the first thing you must do is have what we call mise en place. Everything is in place. Everything is clean. Once you build up that habit, then you can move on. If you work in a dirty shop, then you cannot create good products.
Yeah, I've already lived 9/10 of my life. I'm afraid I don't have as much time for the entry level education as some younger dwarves might.
Well, I must treat you as if I would treat anybody else. Otherwise, I might be thought of showing favoritism. And I, too, have a reputation to uphold. Like I said, if you bring a potion that you make to me, I will assess it freely. That right there should account for something.
I mean, if I were to attempt to resell it and needed a name verifying my work, that would be of great value.
Of course. If you
I
bring...
imagine I will wind up using my potions rather than selling them.
Of course. If you bring it by and I assess it and I believe it is of a good quality, then I will gladly give it my stamp of approval. And you may use that as you wish.
Well, I'm sure I'll be back.
Good. And I heard you have met my children.
Yeah. Nice kids.
Yes, unfortunately, they followed too closely in our footsteps. We'd rather they weren't adventurers like we were. But, kids.
Well, I never had any myself.
But you are
I can imagine.
But you are quite old. You have met children, yes? How
A few.
often do they listen to parents?
About as often as parents talk.
Fair.
At least that's how I was with my mom.
I understand. But yes, I'm glad they are staying out of trouble for the most part. And they are not biting off more than they can chew. As you know, a mother only wants her children to be safe.
I think you probably did an okay job if not biting off more than they can chew means killing a young dragon. That's pretty, I think they're doing pretty well for themselves.
Most of their fighting comes after their father. He's a paladin as well.
What I saw, I would argue that there was more to them than just swinging a sword and what most paladins are good for. So I would say that I believe you have more influence than you think you do.
Oh, well, we raised them equally, so, I mean, I'm sure it will differ one way or the other. If you couldn't tell, they are both Goliath and Tiefling. They're wonderful children. Perhaps you'll get to know them better.
Yeah, perhaps. I've stopped paying attention to the different races, though. I just, I assume everyone's an asshole until they prove otherwise.
Well, hopefully my children have left a good impression on you.
I would say that they definitely set off on the right foot.
That's good. Is there anything I can help you with outside of speaking of my children? As much as I love to speak of them, they are my pride and joy. But
You know any
business-
glass blowers that could sell me some vials or flasks?
if you'd like to put in a special order, perhaps I can set some aside for you. I can get regular deliveries and order more than I need, assuming you pay in advance.
Yeah, I'll take 10.
How much are 10? Let's see here.
It's not much.
No, it's ridiculously low.
Normally they're, I think, 1 GP each. If it's the traditional price.
Let's see here. Vial. So many vials. Ah, yes,
An
1
oil
GP each.
flask is a silver, so an empty flask should be less than that.
Oh, you wanted vials, right?
Yeah, vial, flask, whatever.
Well, a vial is 1 GP apiece.
Okay, I'll take 10.
Okay. Go ahead and deduct 10 gold.
Okay.
We get weekly shipments in. And we'll say this was before you started your shenanigans with your potion.
Okay.
Just because it's reasonable. We'll add 10 vials to you. Go ahead and subtract 10 gold.
Already done.
All right, and I will go ahead and shabizzle.
Awesome.
And where the hell did that go?
It's up at the top with the vessels.
Oh.
With the backpack, the pouch, and then now vials.
Oh. Awkward. Okay.
Yeah. But I'll also go back to Nylar and be like, I think I know what my next potion's going to be. I'm going to use this dragon's blood, and I'm going to make a potion of frost. But I got to figure out how to do it first.
What does a potion of frost do?
It's a great question.
We don't know yet. We'll get
Let me
back
know
to
if
that
you
on.
figure it out.
It will take
More
some, it will take some investigation on your part. It will take some
Yep.
experimentation, and there is a possibility that you may lose this in your experiment.
Yep.
But nothing risked, nothing gained, right?
Yeah. The dice will tell me what is going to happen.
And that's 100% what I'll leave it to. Does anybody else wish to do anything within the market?
Yeah, Nilar will head up down the market and approach Tiargo.
Tiargo?
Tiargo. I see you have some cook's utensils. I've recently had to take to making my own food. I enjoy it, but it would be better if I had some more proper tools for it, I think. And
Yes. I have the best cook's utensils in all the market. I'm also the only one who has cook's utensils, so that kind of gives it away.
Oh, perfect. I will buy one of those. I clicked the wrong. No, I clicked right.
No, you're correct.
Wait, are those thieves' tools? Can you sell those in the market? Why do you? I thought thievery was bad.
Tools are tools. What you do with them is what makes it legal or illegal.
I like.
Can Miko join this conversation?
Yeah, I mean, you're in the market with them. You want to be
Yeah,
looking
sure, why
around.
not? See, a good chunk of thieves' tools also had purpose and investigations. And sometimes there are locks that need to be broken. The
Well,
plant
yeah.
Here, let me ask you, a blue one. So if I sell the bird there an axe, and she uses it to murder someone, does that mean I shouldn't sell axes?
Well, no, but you're labeling it as an axe instead of like labeling it as killing the innocent tool. Just normally, I would see at a market it would be labeled lock picks or locksmith tools. You're telling people to commit crime.
So you're telling me you don't want me to sell you thieves' tools?
Oh, no, not me. I'm not very good with those, but I just thought it was interesting. I mean, I'm not from around here, if you couldn't tell. I know I blend in pretty well, but
The vast majority of us aren't from around here.
well, yeah, but especially me, I blend in very well. So I understand it was hard to tell.
Yeah,
I just find it
definitely.
very fascinating, very open and clear labels what your intention is with the tools. I honestly, I love it. I'm just surprised that they let you.
Hey, tools
You know,
tools don't have intentions. Doesn't matter what they're called.
Well,
you
unless
know,
you animate them.
Well, then that's not their intentions. That's your intentions.
Well, I mean, depends how free they are as sentient beings. I've heard of mages awakening objects. It's amazing.
Then it's still the
But then
mage's fault.
and then they killed the entire family. But um,
That's
what?
what?
What was that about killing an entire
I
family?
didn't do anything. This is just no. It happens when you're experimenting with spells.
I'm beginning not to want to sell you anything.
Oh, look, a mirror.
Oh, look, a piece of candy.
And I'll go buy a mirror as well. He was done. So
Gotcha. Miku, I'm not sure if there's anything you'd like to buy. I will allow you to do that offline if that's what you choose. If you
Yeah,
want to
that's-
RP at all,
buy one of these.
anything that is less than 1 GP, just keep in mind that it's not going to pull from your stuff or from your gold pile very well. So just be sure if it's like 0.1 or something like that to subtract it correctly.
Okay. Well, in
Why we have
terms
to get rid
of
of the
what,
copper piece.
in terms of what a detective or a barbarian would want, it's tricky. I guess the stuff that Mika would really want is probably +1 stuff, and that's way beyond her budget. And in terms of detective stuff, the stuff that you would buy is a magnifying glass, which she already has, or forensic equipment, which probably does not exist yet.
No, but they do have soap. So you can wash your ass. I mean, it's good against bloodhounds, right? Is there anyone you'd like to talk to? Damon, Tiargo, Seisha, or Belor?
Describe these people for me.
You can also talk to the vending machine. I don't know why, but you're welcome to.
Colin's already
Describe.
over there. How are you,
Awaken the
man?
objects.
How
I
do
was
you operate?
warning you.
Tiargo is the general store. Damon is the armorer. Seisha is the apothecary, and Belor it sells adventuring gear.
All right, she'll talk to Valor.
Yeah.
One thing she has considered is picking up rapiers for reasons that definitely make sense now and aren't a product of me wanting to
So
do stuff with her build later.
he sells more of the side stuff. So the armorer would be the one who sells weapons. Belore sells things like sealing wax, soap, torches, common clothes, crowbars, hourglass, that stuff.
She'll pick up a crowbar and she'll pick up a couple of flasks of oil to make sure she doesn't run out of light in dark areas.
Let's see if this is going to do it correctly. You said torches?
No, flasks of oil.
Flasks
Oh,
of
and I
oil.
finally get in there. 20 minutes before the session could possibly end, but I finally got in here.
That's fine. You may look as you wish. What can I do for you?
Hello, sir. I happen to be one of the many diurnal people.
Ah, yes.
So
I know what
need
that means. I don't know what that means. But
I
I'll
mean,
pretend to know what that means.
it means that I don't fare well in dark areas. I'm basically pretty much entirely blind. If the cave's dark enough, I need more oil.
Oh, I thought it was when you drop dead in a urinal.
Well, I do not know what a urinal is.
Yes, I could understand why you wouldn't. That's a thing that men pee in.
No, they don't. uh, but birds of both sexes have cloaca.
Oh,
I,
I know. But he's only telling you from his point of view. He doesn't know the anatomy of a bird. But yeah, as far as that sealing wax, for example, that's half a GP. So just make sure you take off 5 silver.
Yeah, I did. Thank
Okay.
you.
I mean, I pee in a urinal. I don't die in a urinal.
I see that, given that you are currently alive.
Kinda.
Kind of.
Yeah, his flesh for a Goliath is actually far more white than what you have seen in the books. Far more pale in color.
Is there a story behind that? I'm curious.
Are you asking him in character?
In character.
Yes. So long. Actually, it's quite a while ago. I've lost count of the years. But I used to work for a nation, and I was killed. Seisha here, her god, actually brought me back to life.
That is actually one of the perks of my particular deal with Ilmater. It is incredibly easy to bring me back to life. Supposedly, I've never died before.
I was brought back for a purpose. I didn't
What was?
remember it at the time, but I was actually brought back to protect her.
Oh, that's sweet.
She had a thing she had to do, and she spoke to her god, and she needed an individual who could inspire the masses, and I guess I was the choice, and I was given that choice to come back. Some people may call me a reborn.
I'm reborn, huh?
Aye.
I've from what I've heard of people with my skill set, generally when you come back, you just come back as yourself. I'm guessing there was some complications that prevented that from happening in your case.
He
I mean, you're still yourself. I meant like there doesn't tend to be physical changes.
he needed me to be a little different.
Huh.
He had very little use for the Goliath part of me, so I was provided with slightly different abilities. And then Seisha and I, we ended up falling in love as we adventured together.
I
We
I
achieved
don't.
we achieved our mission and had a family.
Yeah, your family's uh, all good people. Uh, they they saved our asses and basically asked nothing of us in return.
Aye, they only took what was fair, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, like they didn't even ask for their share. Well, they did kind of, but like I was happy to share.
Was there anything else you'd like to know?
Um, so the wings. I I I don't know a lot about the people here. I know everyone's from all over the place, but I looked up what tieflings are in a book, and all the pictures I showed didn't have wings. Is that just a rare thing that can happen?
There's slight variance amongst them, depending. Um, some some have wings. Um, think of it as nothing more different than your people. I've seen you as white, and I've seen you as grey. There's really not much of a difference, but she's capable of flight. But her
Yeah, they're
magic,
really.
but she's lacking in certain magic skills. Fire-based magic skills.
Hmm, that's neat. I kind of. This isn't something that all Aarakocra can do, but because of my connection to Elmater, I can just put holy energy into my attacks.
Ah, yes, yes. We all have our paths and our abilities, and it's what makes us unique.
Bilar, where did you get the oil flask? That is actually what Miku was supposed to buy. She also got some fine clothes out in the vending machine and a steel mirror because I think those can be useful down the line, especially with fine clothes and social situations. But never mind, I figured it out.
During Miku's interaction with Damon,
Belor.
Colette will kind of interrupt and go, "Hey, I see you got a blowgun here. Is that made out of bird bone?" And then he'll look over and be like, "Oh, sorry, Miku, didn't see you there. Uh, you know, never mind. I'll come back later."
Actually, no, my good sir, it's actually made out of mahogany. Oh, rich
Yeah.
mahogany.
Oh well, since you brought it up, have you ever considered bird bone? I've heard they're hollow.
Ah, yes, it is true, sir. But you must understand, chicken bones are far too small to be using as a blowgun.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. There are birds much larger than chickens, though.
Ah, you mean like geese? Yeah, it's still a bit too small.
Yeah, geese. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
I have permission to take Miku's bones if that's what you're thinking.
She's still alive, Nylar.
I know. I know.
Well, I'll tell you what. If that one over there ever dies, and you bring her bones by, I'll be glad to fashion them into a blowgun from the likes you've never seen. If you bring some feathers, I can even decorate it. I would
Miku,
prefer
won't you-
that she would be dead in this case. Stealing bones from a live person is generally frowned upon.
I would never steal. I have a contract.
I remind you that the contract also says you must make a good faith attempt to get me back to life before you do any of this shit.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
though, if you want feathers, I can give you a couple of those. It takes a while to grow back, but I'm willing to spare a couple every once in a while.
I'm sure you
I'm quite
molt at
happy with
some
the
point.
bones.
If I'm ever in need of a quill, I will. I'll let you know.
I need to write a letter. Miku, give me a tail feather.
I do have a magical quill that doesn't need ink.
Pillar,
I need.
you're a former adventurer. Is your party constantly speculating about what uses your body can have after you die? That's not normal, right?
Look,
Well,
From where I come from, you use every part.
if you could learn anything from my dead body, you can have it.
well,
I don't need
actually,
it. Once I'm dead, I don't
uh,
need it anymore.
our party only consisted of myself, Asacia, and I'll pat his chest. There's a little necklace there. This fella here, and I'm not sure where he's off to at the moment, but there is an owl.
What's with the necklace? Uh, is the
Oh,
necklace a person?
no, it's a mimic.
Ah, what's a mimic?
It is a creature that is able to take the form of other things. In this case, I don't know why I've changed his voice. Let me. Sorry, I was thinking Damon because I have him highlighted on my screen. So what a mimic is it's a creature, right? And this one's he's a wee babe. But I rescued him, and he can take the form of certain things. In this case, he's in the form of my holy symbol.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah, he knows magic. He's quite scary. He tends to eat a lot of our enemies.
The Lord can do magic.
Did you say the Lorax?
Oh God, is it here? Has it found us?
What is a Lorax?
I can't even begin to describe what it looks like.
I believe he speaks for the trees. But for
With a
some
booming
reason,
voice.
they keep speaking Vietnamese.
They're in the trees.
What is Is Vietnam a race?
Fantasy Vietnamese.
I don't. It
No,
doesn't even matter what they speak. By the time you hear it, you're dead.
Beware the holes. No. So that is not canon.
Oh,
Yeah,
We're just going to say that now. That is not canon. But that was fun.
yeah, I was like,
No, but he's a mimic. He is capable of some things that I am capable of. Certain fey magic. And, but it's because I use him as a focus. So he's able to use some spells that I am able to use.
does it eat as well, like rations?
Oh, he would certainly eat rations. He would eat corpses. It's a good way to clean up afterwards.
Oh, Cliff, maybe your armor is a mimic.
Could you imagine?
yeah, he's been having problems with his bag and his armor. Well, we have no idea what's going on with that. You know anyone who might know how to fix that particular problem?
1 second.
Can mimics recognize mimics?
Aye.
Oh well.
So
Can-
I could have Keek double check.
Please.
Keek being, and he'll point to his amulet.
Oh, that's fascinating.
But we won't get into that portion yet because I obviously want
Yeah,
Cliff here if we're gonna
sure.
role play with Cliff. Whether it is or it isn't, I would like him here for that.
Yes. Yep. Just put that in a pin for later.
Oh yeah, go ahead and write it down in your notes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
may or may not remember next time. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the markets?
I feel this feels like a natural stopping point because it transitions to talking to the player who isn't here.
Okay. That is, as long as nobody has anything to say to anybody else, yeah, we can wrap it up right here. And next time, we will
On Dragon Ball Oob.
Dragon Ball Eve. It's late. Yeah. No, I'd like to thank all of you. This was a great session. I'd also like to thank anybody who watches this in the future. Also, a reminder to myself, I have to cut out the intermission part for reasons, just to be on the safe side. And yeah, if you guys would like to go to the Discord, anybody who wishes to can. It's not mandatory. But yeah, thank y'all.
Okay.
Thank
Night.